Do you see this trend of markets, and FX markets in particular, being pushed around by second wave fears continuing for a while?
Well, whatever drives risk on, risk off is what matters. I mean, the market is just a row market, risk on, risk off. You can come with all your fancy theories and everything and all your letters, which we have. We talked about love, the L, the U, the V. We can discuss which one I believe. But for now, it's all about risk on, risk off. We look at the S&P future, the S&P future's off, the dollar's rallying, the yen's doing well, the Swiss is doing well, and your Noki, Aussie and Kiwi are getting smashed. So that's just how it works now. We can talk about all fancy theories on the future, but let's try and understand the here and now.
Well, let's just do that. David, good morning. Good to have you with us as ever. I look at last Thursday as a very important day for me. For me, something surreal happened. This market re-rated by 6% and we barely batted an eyelid. That is the S&P 500. That says to me there's a great deal of fragility out there that we might be underpricing. Because it's not down to Powell telling us that you're going to have a tough road to the highlands of recovery. What did that re-rating last Thursday say to you?
Well, I think Powell knocked some sense into the market, which was getting a bit euphoric. So on the downturn, when we saw the S&P lose 1,000 points till March the 23rd, that was all about liquidity and fears. And then we got plenty of liquidity and things were opening up, etc. And now we're talking about second waves and U-shaped pickups. So we're back into it's just risk on, risk off. And we've gone risk off because the reality of the U-shaped pickup, I know some of your fancy American banks are trying to tell me it's a V-shape. I mean, get real. They don't know there's anything outside of the United States. There is a world out there. And in that world, I admit the US is the best chance of any V-shape, but it's a U-shaped pickup, and it's going to be slow and patchy, the recovery.
So if what's pushing the dollar around, David, is risk on, risk off, rather than anything else much here, what's your actual outlook for the dollar towards the end of 2020? Are you bullish? Are you bearish?
I'd love to, mildly bearish, but really both. So we like some, we don't like others. So if, like us, you believe it's a U-shaped pickup, then what you need, a government needs, is fiscal firepower, because you're going to have to keep spending money to keep pushing that economy, And those countries like Aussie and Kiwi and Stocky and Noki, well, they got fiscal firepower. They can keep going. But your sterlings, your euros, your CADs, they're going to struggle. So we've got like the dollar squeezed in between that kind of lot. We could talk more broadly about emerging markets if you want, but that gives you an idea. If you've got fiscal firepower, you can spend money without your central bank doing all crazy stuff, then I like you. If you haven't got fiscal power and your central bank's going to have to pick up the slack, well, I'm sorry, I don't like you. And that's your CADs, your euros, and your sterlings.